Wake up! Wake up! Oh man, was that a fart? Dickel! I guess I'll have to give him mouth to mouth. Damn! Oh, smelly burp. Oh, his pulse is stronger now. Whew! It's farting. Oh! I've got to call the doctor or something. Maybe he's got a wallet here. Here's his wallet. Let's take a look at it. Let's see here. Monopoly money. Jeez. What's this? Picture of Betty White. Shelley Fabre. He's got his fake wedding picture in here to the blonder tongue girl. Uncle Dorkel and old 64 goat. He's got a picture of the blonder tongue girl. No, oh, it's this. Aha! This is his Obamacare card. Dickel F. Lockett. Card number 0000000013. He must have been the first one to sign up for that garbage. May go to any doctor listed on the other side. What's it say here? You may choose any doctor listed. One doctor? Dr. Flatnose? At Lockett Hospital? New London, Connecticut? Office visit $500. Obamacare Gold Plan, $20,000 deductible. Financing available, 29% interest. Now I'm going to call this Dr. Flatnose. He needs some help bad. Yes, hello. Is Dr. Flatnose there? This is an emergency.
This is Dr. Flatnose speaking.
Doctor, I have a patient of yours here. His name is Dickel F. Lockett.
Dickel F. Lockett? Yes, the illegitimate son of Uncle Dickel F. Lockett. What's the problem with the bastard?
He's in a coma after gorging on all the leftover Thanksgiving turkey and pumpkin pie, and then he guzzled all my beer.
Check the color of his tongue.
Okay. It's brown.
It looks like his digestive tract is backed up. Now listen to me carefully. Do exactly as I say.
Okay, Doc.
You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both together. You put the lime in the coconut, then he feel better. You put the lime in the coconut, and call me in the morning.
Now let me get this straight. I put the lime in the coconut, he drinks them both up. I put the lime in the coconut, he drinks it all up. I put the lime in the coconut and call you in the morning.
Be sure to have plenty of toilet paper when those bowels of his explode.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. So how do you want to pay? I take Visa, MasterCard, or American Express?
Well, welcome to part 4 of this 1958 Admiral record player series.
Shut up!
In that package contains the record changer I ordered. Yay! This is an older model of what I have. I'm hoping that the gear on the turntable is exactly the same as what I have in mine. It came by FedEx, and it looks like FedEx uses stamps too. A $14.50 stamp. So let's open it up, huh?
Get that box open.
Open it, I say!
Well, there it is. Looks similar to the other one. 4 speeds. On and off reject. Same layout. Hopefully this is the same.
The odds are against it.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, Bill!
It looks pretty good.
Blasted newfangled inventions.
Pretty much the same.
You think so?
Let's look at these side by side.
Oh my god, is it twins?
I would say they're not exactly the same.
Oh, dear God, no!
This hole looks bigger.
Oh, dear me.
You're screwed.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
The gear looks the same.
Thank God for that.
Maybe we'll try it and see what happens. Well, you're looking at the 2 spindles. This is my original one. This is one I was in the other record changer. As you can see, the diameter is a lot thicker there, so it will not go in.
Rats!
Thinking maybe this could come off and go on here. I don't know, but there's a set screw here.
This looks complicated.
There it goes. Thinking maybe
Don't think. Feel.
could take this spindle off and stick it in here and try it. There's some little bit of differences here.
Vive la différence.
See how this one is smaller than this one here?
Yes, I see.
But I've got no choice. Somehow I've got to make this work. So I'm gonna take this spindle off.
All right, give me the damn piece. Let's see if it fits.
Maybe easier said than done.
But why, Daddy, why?
That doesn't want to come out.
I'm confused.
Might be pressed in there.
Go home. You're in over your head.
You're dumber than a box of hair.
This casting looks pretty much the same. This is going to require some deep thinking here.
Oh, brother.
Oh boy, what a mess I'm in. What a mess I'm in. Okay, I took the spindle out of the old changer and stuck it in here. Here's the one that was in there. And I'm able to play a record, but it will not drop a record with this thing here. This is my spindle here. See how thick that is. And here's the one I just had in there. You see how it's
She's short and skinny.
cut in there? Well, these got some clips here. I'm going to see if I can take those clips off and exchange them to see what happens. Don't go away. Gotta keep your eye on this thing here. We want to see that move in, because when that moves in, it lets the record drop. So let's watch it. Put it on reject.
Watch the birdie.
It did move. Let's try with a record.
Want a road test? Saddle up.
Right, let's try it. I'll reject it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, not quite.
Rats.
Well, you're looking at all the parts I had to change in order to get that record changer to work.
Holy mackerel!
There's small differences in the record changer, even though it physically looks the same. If you try to use the older parts with the newer parts, something doesn't quite work right. So now I have the old replacement spindle in here, and this will only work with this piece originally because it's got this tapered end here, and this thing fits into a hole here. You see, this piece, the original piece, it didn't have that hole in there, so I ended up replacing this piece. Alright, there's a cam here, and it hits this here, and because this wouldn't work, the newer part wouldn't work, so I put the old part in there to work with the older parts. You see what I'm saying?
No, sir.
Since I've got the old spindle in there, it wouldn't work with any other parts except the older parts. Alright?
Okay.
And after I replace this, it still wouldn't work. But then I replace this part. This moves back and forth and it pivots that. Apparently this was a little bit different too. So that was that pivot arm here. This mechanism moves the tone arm. Let me flip it over and I'll show you what else I replaced on it. Then I had to replace this piece.
Oh my god.
This is the piece that, as the arm goes toward the center of the record, this thing moves across, and when it comes to the end, this engages something in here on the tone arm, and it makes it pivot up and come back. Okay, this piece had to be replaced too. There must be some small differences in the diameter or something, because I was just having problems cycling with that other gear. Then this piece, when it would turn, it would rub on this piece, just making a little scraping noise. So this gear rides on this, and I had to replace this too. Apparently the height is just a couple of thousandths of an inch too low.
Yes.
And that's why it was hitting this piece here. So I had to replace that part.
Holy crap, dude!
So it goes from one, you replace one, this affects the other part, that other part affects this part,
Etc., etc., etc.
so on down the line. I gotta take this and drill this out. This is the other one. I'm gonna drill this out and put this on my other platter, and then we're gonna test it. I'm gonna have to get some rivets or something. I may go to Ace Hardware and see what kind of rivets they have, so I can rivet it in there. I don't want to use screws. Well, there's a fan that I bought, because it is cold in the garage, and if I'm going to be doing this cabinet work, I need something to warm this garage up. So I bought that for 20 bucks. Great Chinese special, but I guess it's working okay. There is the top of the cabinet. I'm going to use red mahogany on this, because this originally came in mahogany, which is what I guess this is what this is supposed to be. Oh, let's see what it looks like. Don't look too bad, so I'm gonna let that soak in for about half hour. I now have the rest of the cabinet down here on my bench. I'm going to I've already sprayed some stripper on the sides, so I'm going to do that.
catastrophe.
Okay, I got it wiped down and it did a pretty good job of stripping that finish off.
To be or not to be?
If you remember, I had this selenium rectifier in here, and it was putting out about 22 volts lower than the 150. So I put a diode in here. You can see the diode down in here. I put in an IN0007, I believe. I put a terminal strip in here and hooked it up there. So I'm going to test the voltage should be 150. Okay. Let's measure it. It was 128 originally. $144. So I did boost it up.
Oh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
So that's good. That's good. Let me measure.
Let me see here.
Pin 6 of the 50C5 tubes. It should be 135.
We don't care.
132.
That's close enough, Jim. Good work.
I don't have to add any resistance to this. I am going to replace some of these because they do get toasty, and I got some higher wattage resistors, so I'm going to put those in there, and we'll come back and test it again. Okay, I'm going to consider this amp done. Cuckoo. I've replaced most of the components except for some resistors here and this one resistor here.
What now?
I did change the resistor that goes from the diode. It's supposed to be a 33, and I didn't have a 33, so I put in a 47. So that's going to cut it down a little bit more, but I'm in the ballpark anyway. And I put some resistors here. These are wire wound, and they're 5 watts, so it'll dissipate the heat better. I even replaced some. There was some disc capacitors here. I replaced those, and there was one down here, and I put a mica cap in there, just because they look kind of ratty. So we're going to turn it on and check the voltage once more and see what we get. Okay, we'll just connect across this diode. I was getting a little over 140, now I got 139. I guess it's still warming up here. Let me give it a minute. I noticed these are, they do get warm, but not like those other ones. Now I'm supposed to get 150 here. It's settled in around 140, which is okay. I'm happy with that. Now the voltage on pin 6 of the 50C5 is supposed to be 135. Let's check that. Before that was over 130, but that's fine. I'm happy with it. It looks good. I used some contact cleaner to get all the flux off that has been on there all those years, and so I consider you restored. Well, let's test the new amp. Alright, I've got my speakers hooked up, and here's the amp. I've got my original platter here with the gear thing riveted in here, and I thought we'd play a song. I was going through my records earlier, and I found this one here. super oldies of the 60s. And I found an interesting song on here. This was recorded in 1962 by none other than Johnny Crawford. Now, if you don't remember Johnny Crawford, I'm sure you remember The Rifleman, my favorite top 10 TV show of all time. And he played the son of Chuck Connors, who played Lucas McCain, and he was Mark McCain. So I thought I'd just play that. But first I'll just drop the record and show you how it's working. Now I've ordered a new mat for this. See if it works. So that works okay.
Alright, here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
No time for the movie show. TV over radio. Gotta write a symphony. End the book of poetry. Tie them with a ribbon made of gold. Give them to Cindy. Today is Cindy's birthday. No time for geometry, arithmetic, or history. Gotta write a song from my heart and pick the greatest work of art. Tie them with a ribbon made of gold. Give them to Cindy. Today is Cindy's birthday. To Cindy. Today is Cindy's birthday.